Hello everybody, welcome back to another stream today playing Minecraft. I am aware that the start screen is still on, but that is because I just need to check something before we go into the world. So, if I can remember how to do this, I'm just in the Minecraft marketplace, which I'm not spending anything, so I can put you on there now. There we go. So, there's been an update to one of my add-ons, and so I need to find it. There we go. It's the Furniture 2.1 update. And we need to update it. Come on. Why is it not updating? We'll see if we get to update in a second. So, basically, this update, assuming we could get it to update, this should make the add-on work properly. It might not update actually, because it might not like the fact that I'm streaming while trying to do it. To be honest, let me just make sure there's no others that need an update while I'm here. This is the one that I want to be updated. I want the Paleocraft Dinosaur Breakout to be updated. Right. Let's go back in here and see if we get to update. No, it's not having any of it. Okay. Let's just go and play then. In my realm. So let's load up. And we'll see if it does actually put the update in. We'll be able to check quite easily. But we will have to see. Hopefully it does give us the updated version. Because if it doesn't, that's quite awkward. If it doesn't do the update. Okay, right. Ah, that's right. Right, okay. So, a little bit happened off camera. I will update you in a second. I just want to see if this update, if the add-on has updated. So, let me have a look then. Do I have anything? No, okay, I've not got the update. Why is it not updated the add-on? Because they're not meant to be here. They're not meant to be in this thing. So, the update isn't working. I'm gonna put my start screen back on in a second. So what we'll do is we'll put the start screen on. And we'll see if we can try and get the add-on to update, because if it doesn't update, then we are going to be, one, playing an outdated add-on, but two, we don't have access to certain things in the game. Which I want access to everything, so Let me have a look. So it's furniture add-on. We'll go and search for it and see if we can get it to work. Though that being said, I can't. It doesn't come up where you search for it. Okay. Right. Do. Why is it not updating? So, right, I'm gonna reload my game a minute. So, what it's meant to do is it's meant to make the add-on one work better, because it's meant to move all the items from the crafting table into a different crafting table. I would show you, but it's not working currently. So that's what it's meant to do. It's also meant to have the fences and that from the add-on. They are meant to now be the right kind of hitbox size so that you can't jump over them and things like that. So it's quite a useful update to have. It's not critical, so if we can't get it to download, never mind. I'll have to upload it. If I can't get it to work, I'll have to upload it, update it between streams. Okay, it looks like it's worked. So let's have a look. Okay, so now loading into the RAM again. There we go. We'll bring you back into there. Yeah, there we go. So, we'll go back into the realm and hopefully it'll be working. Because hopefully it's downloaded the data, so it should work. Or not. That's always an option, is for it to not work. So yeah, the idea was that it was meant to take all of this and put it into its own kind of crafting table, just to neaten all this up, but it doesn't look like it's working. So never mind, we'll have to deal with that at some other point. So, between streams, I've been busy. So, I've not done like masses and masses. However, what I have done is I did a bit more re-rolling trades with villagers. Particularly the librarians. So, there is a thing. I don't know where I stuck the stuff from it. Because this was a few days ago. It was, I think over the weekend, I want to say. But, yeah, whatever I did with it, I don't know. So if we go up here then, and we will, I'll show you what we did. So, over here we have the two librarians, and this one does Frostwalker, and this one does Mending, which we could trade for one book of that. I had thought we'd got a second book, but maybe we didn't. Maybe we didn't get around to actually buying a book, but yeah, so we now have mending enchanted books, which is absolutely amazing. We can now enchant stuff with mending when we have already got an enchantment table, because I'm going to enchant everything first and then we will deal with that. So, mending. So I thought I'd done it. Yeah, go. So we've got 3 mending books there, so we've got 4 now, which means we have enough to put mending on all our armor, which is amazing. So what we're going to do today is we're going to start by, hang on, right. Let's get our brains gear then. So we're going to start by baking some potatoes while we sort our pockets out. And then we need to find a sheep, because we need 2 sheep to start this farm. I do apologise for not scheduling the stream on time. I scheduled the stream like 5 minutes ago on YouTube. That I kind of got home late. I've been at work all day and got home a little bit later than I would usually. After also going... and I was busy this morning when I was actually going to do it, so it's kind of been a bit busy and not managed to do what I needed to. Okay, so is that pumpkins in there? We'll put melon and pumpkins in the same chest. Do we have a chest for fish? This is meat. Right, okay. We'll go with this. Put that in there. This one. And then that's going to be bones. And I think that's about it. So, for this farm, what are we going to need? So, we need, firstly, I think it's 16 quartz, which we don't have. Right, good start. We need to go to the nether. Good. Do we have enough redstone? Plenty, I think. Yeah, plenty. The other thing we need is 16 bows. Which seems random. But 16 bows we need. You will see why. So, the sheep farm that we're going to build requires 16 dispensers. And to make a dispenser, you obviously need a bow for each dispenser. And so we need to, unfortunately, get some more stuff. So, we're going to need 16 bows, as I say. Okay, we now do have enough quartz straight away, which is wonderful. So, very, very quick trip to the nether. Just what we do need. So, the next thing then, so 16 bows. Now, each bow is going to be 3 sticks and 3 string. Do we think we have enough string? I hope so. I really, really hope so. You'd think I'd be good at maths, but I don't know my 16 times table very well. 16, 32, 48? That sounds about right. Okay, so I think we have enough on that. So we need to get some wood then. So we're going to need at least 48 sticks. So. And then. That wasn't enough sticks. Let's get some more wood then. We only need one. We'll go 2 more. We'll go 2 more logs. There we go. And we've got a crafting table there, so we could go and do 15 bows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Perfect. And then we're going to need a bunch of cobblestone to actually make everything we need to make. I need redstone. I didn't get the redstone because I'm so clever. And I'm that clever, I don't even have space for the redstone. See, this is the issue, right? Because we are needing so much for this farm, I've not actually got the space in the inventory for everything that I need. We'll be okay in a minute, because once we've crafted the dispensers, we'll be quite good. We will be ready to go. So let's craft the dispensers. Dispenser. 15 of those. And then we're going to need 32 redstone afterwards. Hello to everyone that is watching. Wonderful to have you here. I need to get more redstone. Give me a second. Right, so. There we go. I think we have not got everything we need. Observers. I need to get 15 observers. Well, I haven't got 15. I need 16. Let me go and get the string. I don't know why I said I need 15. It's 16. Because the farm we're going to build is going to do 1 sheep for every colour of wool. So, we are going to need more cobblestone. Great. So, once we've done this, we will have everything we need, I think. Right, a dispenser. And then we need 32 redstone after that, I think. This is definitely depleting our supplies of redstone. Right, so we are now going to grab this. Might help if I get some blocks. Can you tell I'm really organised today? Definitely organised. Definitely not just making this up as we go along. So, let's go down here and we can start building. So, we do need to get another sheep. That is a very big thing we need to do. We need to get another sheep so that we can get them breeding. Because we've obviously got the sheep in there. Do we have any others just hanging around? It doesn't look like it. So, that's slightly frustrating. I have got a Quetzal that's coming after me, which is annoying. They're always coming after me, so, you know, it's nothing unusual. So, now, if we wanted, we could do the sheep farm underground, which I might do, because then we don't need so many blocks. So if we go in here, Let me remember how to set this up. So, yeah, you need... Oops. So we're going to need to take all of this out. I've not grabbed the Essentials guidebook, which might have been clever, because I could have done with turning my Stonebreaker off, but never mind. Right, so I didn't grab any dirt. Give me a second. Do we have any dirt in here? No, we have loads of poppies though. We have loads of poppies and no dirt. Have we got any dirt in here? I do. See, I am kind of organised. I'm not, like, that was just there by accident. But it was a great accident. So, we're going to do one there, and then 2, 3, 4, 5. That will do, actually. So this farm's actually going to be bigger than we need it, which is nice. It's always good to have a bigger farm than we need. We're not going to take up all this space, which is good. So, I'm going to need to get behind here a little bit more. Because we need to clear the space out. So, right. Yes, we need to do this. And then... yeah, we'll do that. Much as we don't need to mine that much space out, we do need to mine some of the space, so that'll be fine. So if we do this... and then... I will leave that like that. So we're then obviously going to need to do this. Dispensers all across there. Right. Now just to check. Nope, that doesn't work. So right, that's working. Oh, hang on. See, this is what we get when we don't actually plan this out. Have I used all my reds? Surely not. I could have sworn I brought enough redstone. Did I not bring enough redstone? Oh no, I just stuck it in there. Right. I was going to say, should have brought enough. Right, if we do that, maybe. Oh, I know what I did with it, actually. Right. Me just take that out. Right, so... right. Yeah, my redstone's in there. Right. Let me think. So what we might have to do is... how did I do this before? Because I've done this farm before. How did I do this before? Because we need to power that. How do we... Right, let's test something. So if we were to put a piece of redstone there. Right, so there's still 8 in there. Right. Okay, so that's not... But is there a way we could make that work? I mean... If we were to do... that... No, right. But then if we did that... that would go off, right. Because I'm trying to do this as slim as I can. Which might be a mistake. I might have gone too close. Which might be why I can't get this to work. Though I do have another idea. Right, so if we do that. Okay. So then... no. Okay. Me just break the circuit. So I'm just trying to figure out if there's a way I can make this work without using too much redstone. Because if I was to... I don't know why I'm doing so much. I have done this before, but I can't seem to remember how to do it. Actually, I've just come up with an idea that might save me a lot of hassle. Give me a second. So, oops. Right. Let me temporarily, just for simplicity with this, I'm making a stone shovel because if you use glass with redstone, it might help us out. Though it is going to mean that we use a bit more redstone than we had intended. But we should hopefully be able to keep the slimmer design. That's what I'm thinking. Annoyingly, there's no desert in the area. So we're going to have to go to our slightly big beach and just mine things out. Give me a second. Okay, it's fine. Right. So, how much are we going to need? Because I'm going to say that should be enough, I think. And I mean, at this point, it's literally a theory. There's no guarantee that this will work. But I'm hoping that it will. I'm pretty sure... Oops. I'm pretty sure this should work. So if we go into here then. Right, let me actually make another furnace. Because I'm impatient and don't want to wait for all of that to finish. I might need to put my simulation distance up for a moment. Because when I'm across the bridge, my food's not cooking. Which is really quite awkward. But we will deal with that at another time. Because... Right, so if we do this... I've just realised actually this isn't big enough. Because this needs to be another like 3 blocks, I think. I think it needs to be another 3 blocks along. So let me test my theory. So my theory, I will highlight, is just the theory. I don't know why I put that there though. So if we do that, and then do that. Now, that might not work just because of an add-on block. Is there still redstone there? Yeah. It does work. See, that's the idea. That's what I wanted. Okay. So even though this is a bit more resource intensive, so the idea of the farm is that when this becomes dirt from grass, the farm, the observer will detect it, send the redstone up through here and into the dispenser, which will shear the sheep. That's how the farm works. My axe has just broken, so we're just gonna hand mine everything. Hello to everyone that is watching the stream. There's a few of you watching, which is quite nice. Right. I just need to do this because we need to make sure we actually have grass spreading. Because if we don't have any grass in the area, the farm can't work anyway. Let alone the fact that I still don't have any sheep. I still only have 1 sheep, which is not enough to run the entire farm. But it gets us some automatic wool. But let's do that. Grass is already spreading, which is good. And while we can, I think I've got enough now for this, for at least this bit. So let me go around here, because we're going to need to go around here a bit more anyway. So mine that. And that means we're also going to need to mine this all out. So annoyingly, using all the durability on my pickaxe, let's make a new iron pickaxe, because I could just go and use the stuff on the farm. I've also just thought this might be a really stupid place to do it. I've just thought, guys, that the collection's going to be down there, so I'm going to have to send it upwards just to get it into chests, which would go here, I think. The chests equally, the chests are not going to be very organised. I will admit, the chests are not going to be organised, because otherwise I've got to do a whole automatic storage system, which we don't do very well. I don't think I've ever successfully built one. Right, so we just need to do this then. Yeah, that's all we need to do. And we'll do, oops, why am I putting dirt there? We'll do it there, and then I could just make a little exit point. Right, this is my little maintenance door. I know, it looks amazing. So a little maintenance door so that I can actually get into the workings of this. So, the idea, quite simply, is just that all of the glass needs redstone. And thinking about it, actually, we don't need as much glass as I've put down. But it doesn't matter, we've done it anyway. So this now works. The grass isn't growing very well, which is annoying, but never mind. So, if we're going to do that then, let's go and mine out on the other side the whole space that we need. And then we will extend the building so that it's actually the right size. So we'll make another maintenance door in here, which is, I think, slightly far out, but it's slightly too close, but hey ho. Right. So right, we'll go to there, and then so we're gonna have observers going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. So observers there, which is perfect. Right. So observers there, redstone coming out of each of those. And then going into a glass block, I need to grab the glass that's smelting. 26 glass, perfect. And we could also just do with doing that. There we go. And we could just place the glass on top of the redstone like so. Now, unfortunately, this design does end up using a little bit more redstone. I think there's probably ways you could do it with less redstone, but I think they take up more space than we have. And why is that? Oh, hang on. That's interfering with the hopper, I think. I'm not sure how it's interfering with the hopper, but I'm pretty sure it is. Cause yeah, something about that thing there. Okay, well that's slightly awkward. Oh. There's probably a reason why that redstone torch was there, actually. Yeah, there was a very good reason why that redstone torch was there. Ooh. No. Okay, that sorts it. that makes sure that that's working without messing up our build. There we go. So now if we can manage to get out of our farm, which we'll just mine our way out for now. I'm aware that there is, unfortunately, an Enderman in here. Not quite what we're wanting to farm, but he won't cause us any trouble. I'm going to say that I've just hit him, so he will now cause me trouble, but hey ho, it's not a problem. Right. We also need to make sure that we've got grass spreading across the whole farm. So that's what we need to do. If you are enjoying the stream, please make sure you do like the stream and subscribe to the channel. Does help us out a lot. So 5, and then we'd have a 6th one there. Me open this up for a minute. So you'd have dispenser there, so the wall could go there. Okay. So the wall would go here then. Perfect. Oops. Wasting glass now. Okay, so we'll do that, and then we'll mine this out. Just because as much as we don't really want to see, we don't need to see it. I think it's nice to have the farm actually accessible. Right. So you'd have it like that. There we go. Which means we need... Oops, not there. We don't actually need it there because we would just need the wall to go in like that. Okay, there we go. Perfect. So that's all in place. We can finish the floor off with a jacaranda. The jacaranda planks from the Biomes of Plenty add-on. There we go. And we could do that here as well. And then if we head back into this side, we could grab the last of the observers. I'm a bit concerned that I've got 4 left. Can I not count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I can't. I can't count, guys. I can't count. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Right. So let's extend this even further, because apparently we don't know how big this needs to be. So let's do that. And we are really running these pickaxes through quite a bit, so need to go make another pickaxe. So we'll just go and nick some iron from the iron farm. I don't know if the iron farm's running when we're in here. It should be, I think. But maybe not when we're this far out, because... yeah. Right, so we need to open this up anyway, just so we have the space to do what we need to do. So let's do that. There we go. Perfect. So that's 7 then. 3, 6, yeah. So the last one's going to go here then. I do apologise. I don't know why I put it in the wrong place. But never mind. So we'll go like that. Yeah? Yeah. And then, yeah, we should just have the 3 left to go across here. There we go. And then we just need to place the glass in, which is obviously making the redstone work. So for any of you who weren't here when we started this farm, the reason we've gone with glass is to keep a slimmer design to the farm. So we have used the glass because the redstone can travel through glass, which is why we've gone with that, which is absolutely perfect. So that's what we've done. We're doing that on both sides just to make the farm work. And then obviously we'll put a wall in across here. And we can get the jacaranda planks in there. So, let's go and... I've not put the dispensers in. So, we will just place the redstone first. Just so that I can place on top of the redstone like so. And then just connect it all up. Not like that. Connect it up like that. And that should be the redstone all working then. In theory. That should be the redstone working. And then we could do that. So, we do now have everything in place. So, all we need to do now is get some sheep while we wait for the grass to spread. And also sort out this ceiling. We want this to look good, and this is not currently looking good. So, let's go and sort this, level out the ceiling, so that everything is as it should be. So, there we go. We will clear out this ceiling, and we will be ready to go on getting this farm up and running. I can hear a zombie burning somewhere, which is always nice. I mean, it's nice that they are burning, you know? Right. So let's see if we can find another sheep then. Because, obviously, perfectly organised, I did not go and find a sheep. No, right. By the way, the latest update on the furniture add-on does fix the merchant, so we will be able to use the merchant feature from that add-on, which has unfortunately been broken for a while. Has been broken since the 2.0 update, which released last year, but thankfully they have fixed it. I just need to update the add-on, which, as we found earlier, would not update. Right. Do we have any sheep anywhere? I fear we may actually have to go quite a long way to find a sheep, which I really hope not. I really hope we don't have to travel too far to find a sheep, but we might have to. Because I haven't found loads of sheep around this area. And so that is just going to be a little bit of a problem. So, right. We'll just go this way because we have got some normal Minecraft biomes. Over this way there is some more normal biomes. Though I don't want to go that far for a normal biome. Right, hang on, actually, there's an old biome this way that's a bit easier to get to, I think. Bit easier to take a sheep from if we need to, so... Aside from this... Oh, that was actually a pretty good jump there. Right, let's go along here. See if we can find a sheep in this biome, which is a normal biome, I think. Because a lot of the world is covered by the biomes of plenty biomes. They which don't always spawn mobs very often. Please, oh, that's a baby Stegosaurus. Is it Stegosaurus or Triceratops? I think it's a Triceratops. Oh. Got a bit of a jump scare from a creeper as I just heard it come up behind me. But let's sleep in the sleeping bag. There we go. It's a useful feature, this, because I can actually eat while I'm in the bed, which is fun. Right. Come on, we need some sheep. Why is there no mobs anywhere? Like, seriously. There is genuinely no mobs anywhere other than dinosaurs, which there's a lot of. Which dinosaurs will be useful because we have got the zoo build happening. We're doing those on videos for anyone that just want to check that out. Building a zoo on videos. And that zoo is going to include all the dinosaurs eventually. So the dinosaurs are going to be useful, just not quite right now. Because right now, I need sheep more than anything else. And we're finding basically anything other than sheep, which is really annoying. Right. I just need a second sheep, because then I can just breed them until I have the 16 sheep that we need. But it's just not seemingly spawned any yet. So we might just have to spend some time just walking around the area, and hopefully something will spawn. Hopefully we'll get a sheep spawn. Because, I mean, we've built the farm. We just don't have a way to actually get anything from the farm yet, because I have no sheep. I mean, to be honest, I have no animals at all. Genuinely have no animals at our base, because we have focused way too much on building and just not doing anything important. Is this a desert? Have I found a desert? Maybe. Sheep! I found a sheep! I found the sheep, finally, at long last. Right, come with me then, and we will figure out how we get home. Thankfully, I do have a lead, which makes this a lot easier, because trying to get them to follow you with wheat isn't always very easy. Though apparently with this sheep, it's not very easy to get them to follow us at all. Come on. This is meant to be the easier way of doing it. Wow. This sheep, honestly. Jump, sheep. Come on. Up. There we go. He doesn't seem to want to go very close to me. Come on. Right, if we go with the second person mode, we can at least see that he's still connected onto the lead, which is good. Right, okay, I think we live this way. I'm basing all of this based on the village, because that's my main kind of focus point. And that, I think, is a Parasaurolophus. I may have absolutely butchered saying that. How have I lost the sheep? Right. Come on. You're meant to be a bit more responsive when you've got a lead. Shall we use wheat as well as a hope of keeping him following a bit better. There we go. He's a bit more interested now. Come on. There's worse terrain to come. Definitely worse terrain to come than just climbing up a small hill. So, because obviously we live over here. So we will get the sheep home, and then we can breed the sheep, and as we get the babies, we can get those into the farm. Right there. Oh. We'll wait for the sheep to cross the water. There we go. And just this way then, through the trees. It should be able to get through. If I can get through, the sheep can get through. That's the premise that I'm going with here. If I can get through, the sheep could get through. Oh no. Don't fall in here, please. Right, yeah. You stay up there nice and safe while I get up here. And at what point did the lead break? Because I could do with getting my lead back. Though, to be honest, they don't cost as much these days, so doesn't matter too much. If we don't get it back, they don't cost much as much as they used to. So that's fine. We'll just make more if we need to. So let's bring this over the hill. Another Quetzal there. And actually, I've just thought I may have taken the sheep the worst route possible. Right. Ouch. Right. Yeah, we could take it this way, I think. Come on, keep following. Come on. Keep following the wheat. And we're gonna make a little staircase up. And of course, this will get us up over this way and towards where we need to be a bit safer. Which I like the idea of getting us there safely. And that's the big storage building, so that is perfect. That quest was just going to keep going for me. Ow. Yay, I got another hit in. They are also really awkward to hit. They are honestly not very easy to get an attack on. But let's bring the sheep over this way. Oh no, don't come down here. Right, how do I get back out? Oh, I know how to get back out. We can use the water. There we go. See, this is the issue when I'm also not looking where I'm going. Let's not get that. Let's not hold the wheat because I don't want the sheep to just find it. Right. There we go. So, if we can get out of here. And I believe the lead broke somewhere over here. I think it did anyway. Don't tell me the sheep's... Ah, there's a sheep there, right, okay. Ouch. Stop it. Right. Okay. This is my last lead, so we really can't have any incidents now. Because I don't have another lead. Alright, there we go. Come on. We can get there. we can absolutely get over here. And we are so close now, so hopefully, assuming the sheep can function. Come on. Right, let's go round this way. We'll be a bit more aware of any holes in the area. And he shouldn't have any issue following now. Come on, this way. This is where we need to be going. And then up and over the bridge. Right, okay. We've got a sheep back home, finally. So we'll get this into my lab. Where we are collecting all the resource from our various farms. We will bring it into this little pen. There we go. And I will grab my lead back. There we go. Right, perfect. And let me grab a torch, just so we can light some of this up. Do I have enough of this? No. I'm going to have to get some more diorite brick to finish this room, but for now, I think we do that there before we forget. So we'll do this, and then there we go. And then we can grab the little baby, who will hopefully come out on its own and without parents. Good, there we go. And we can bring the little baby sheep. That actually looks really cool, because obviously we've just had the tiny takeover drop release. And there we go. That is the first sheep in place. So while we wait for for us to get one more grass and two more sheep, let's put some of this in here, because we need to make a bunch of shears. So the other part of making an automatic sheep shearer work is, of course, needing a bunch of shears. So we're just gonna make as many as we can. 25 will do, but they do annoyingly not stack, which is very annoying, because we do have to then go separately. Are you two ready to breed again? Yep, there you go. I didn't give access to... Okay, let's do this, and then we'll do 2 shears in each one, because then that will keep it working for at least a little bit of time. Right, that's got 2 shears, so this one can have some shears. We'll make them as we go along, just so we don't miss any. So this needs 2 pairs of shears as well, so we'll place this in here. If you are finding this helpful as to how to make a automatic sheep shearing farm in Minecraft, please make sure you do subscribe to the channel and like the stream. I will be doing a bunch of different automatic farms in this area, and I have already done some. So if you do want to figure out how to do some of those, please definitely do check out my other streams. Will greatly help us out, and it might even help you get some more automation going, because we could all do with some nice automation in our worlds, I think. Especially if, like me, you enjoy building a lot. No, that was not the idea. If you enjoy building a lot, it's definitely quite good to not have to do that. Oh, no. The idea wasn't to get any skeletons in here. Definitely not skeletons, because they can cause trouble. Yeah, you're not meant to go in there. You're meant to go in there once you've actually finished getting the baby sheep. Why are you getting stuck? Let me just take... Oops. Right, okay, we'll breed those, and then I will sort out the baby sheep from there. Right, come on. Get you all in this pen, and then from there I will get the babies out one by one. Come on. Fully in. No. No. Right. No. I can't shut the gate. Come on. Get yourselves in. Get in. There we go. Right. So, we've managed to get that sorted. So, come on. Single sheep. That's all we need is one baby sheep. No, not parents. You know what? There's two in there at least. So, if all else fails, there's a second sheep in there. Come on. In here. And then you need to come in here. Come in here. In here. Right. There you go. You go in there. And nope, nope. You can stay in there. There we go. Right. I don't want you in there because I could do with the adults being over here. Can I... If I place some dirt there, can we get you in? Do you have to go over the top? Come on, in. In the little pen. No. Right, come on. Right. Come on, in here. Yep, right. There we go. Just as it is meant to be. And the baby has gone off on its own. We will sort that out in a second. Nope. Come on. You're coming in here. Come on, over here. Over here. Come on. In the little one by one. Come on. I've still not done the rails underneath, so we've got no collection point at the minute. Right, come on. In here. There. Oh, come on. This sheep's definitely not wanting to play ball. Right, there we go. Yay. Right, perfect. So we've got 3 in place. We're getting somewhere. Finally, we are getting somewhere. Okay, so we will continue breeding these up, and then we also need to think about getting the rails underneath. Right. I don't think I've got any powered rails here, and I've probably left all my gold in a chest. I do have plenty of resource to do this. Oh, I have 2 powered rails there. And I have some more rails. Right, okay. That's a good start. So we need to make sure what's the... So the changing one's the X. And the X is going to have to be 177. Okay. So if we go through here and we need to be on 177 here. Okay. I've just thought we could take advantage of Minecraft adding crawling. If I can find, do I have a random? I think we do somewhere. We should have a spare trapdoor somewhere. Yeah, jacaranda trapdoor. There we go. So we go down here and place that in there. And I will place a torch in here. Just because I am aware that it's a little bit dark. No, that was not the idea. Oh no. Right. I might need to do this without using a shovel. Oh no, where's the sheep gone? Oh, he's there. Okay, thankfully he didn't get into too much trouble doing that. I just need to figure out where's his... Ah, he was in here. Right. Come on, up here. Come on, we need to get up. Onto the dirt. Right, yeah. I really don't want to have to trap myself in the thing. Right, you know what? Come on. This sheep is definitely not... Come on. Come on. There we go. Right. There we go, right. So that's sorted. We will do the rest of it without using a shovel. Just to make sure that we don't have an issue like that again. Yeah, because I can't... At least doing it with this isn't so bad. Right, and then... Is this the last one? It is, right. You know what, actually, you know, having the vein miner has given me a thing. We can just... If we make this wider, anyway, we always have access to be able to come down here and do maintenance if we need to. Right. And that is another pickaxe down, so let's go and get a new one. Just realised I literally trapped myself in. Have I got any more wheat? I do. Good. One for you, one for you. Make me another sheep. And then the next quest after this, we need to get... after this, we're going to need to get all the dyes. So red dye's really easy. I mean, I have a whole poppy farm. So red dye's easy. Blue dye's easy because of cornflower, which means we can make purple dye. Orange dye you can obviously get because of dandelions as well. So that will be easy. Is there any dye that's not easy to get? Cocoa. I might struggle on brown dye. Oh no, hang on. Right. Just give me 1 second. Right, it's under this one, I think, yeah. Yeah, so it's this way we need to go. Right, okay. And it's dark again, so let's do that. And we'll run this all the way under here. And... Right. Okay. I just need to fill this back in. There we go. Right. And where's... Okay. So, if we have it just end here, I think. So if we stick a powered rail in here, we will put more powered rails in anyway, because I am aware this is not going to work very well. Hang on. I'm going to do the redstone torch this side of the powered rail, just because the other side's got all the mechanism. And I don't want to mess up my mechanisms, so we definitely need to keep it on the right place. And then we're going to run the track along here. So if we just do that, there we go. And then, right, now's the bit that I don't know how we're going to do it. Because I'm thinking, can I break that block? I can. So I probably want the chest to go next to the sugarcane, which would be here. Right. So if we want hoppers... Right, if I get some redwood... So we want hoppers to go there. Ideally. If we're going to do this, hoppers need to go there. Which would mean that we can't do it. Well, we could. But it'll be more awkward. But it's fine. Right, so if we... So that would have to run this way. And then up. Hang on, no, that didn't work. No, that won't work. Just remembering how these work is apparently difficult. So, let me spin this round. You know, this is an excessively long track that's needlessly excessively long. And also, this is currently, I know, not going to work. Right. Let me clear this space out. So, yeah, it's now on the right level. So, we can just mine that and then... Hang on, no, because that's where the hoppers need to be. So, it needs to be... Oh, yeah, if the hoppers go there, we could just have that feed into a hopper there. Yeah. And then a hopper, so we could have hopper, and then hoppers there. There we go, that works. So what we need to do, we are going to need a few more powered rails. So... Let me go into here. Put away all the cobblestone. And let's go and get some more gold. And we can get powered rails. So we can get this actually able to work. And we're going to need to make a load of chests. Because the system we have, we're going to need 6 chests for collection points. And then 6 for the hoppers behind those. And then any hoppers for connecting that. If that makes sense. That's what we need to do. Right. I got rid of the crafting table. Right, so crafting table. Right. 12 should be enough. Actually. We'll go 12 just to make sure it can get up above the... where it's got to go up onto the... where the hoppers are going to be. We need to make sure it gets up there safely. And so what we need to do is make sure we have enough powered rails. And then... what wood do we have the most of? How much spruce wood do we have? Oh, we have loads of spruce. Let's do that. Let's use the spruce to make all the chests. So that's 9. We're going to need, I think, 14. Which means that's going to take us to 10. So I need 4 more. 4 times 8 is 32. Good evening, Luckier Gaming. How are you doing today? Thank you for your message. Hope you are enjoying the stream. Alright, so let's head over this way then. And we can get this all working perfectly fine. So, I've not thought about the need for a minecart with Hopper. That might have been a clever thing to think about. However, we've at least got powered rails. So if we go in here now, because this bit is where I'm definitely thinking we need powered rails. Definitely need some there. Sticks. We'll get 4 redstone torches, I think. And we need to make sure that wherever we put a redstone torch, we don't have an issue with it. I'm doing well. How about you? I'm doing well, Luckier Gaming. Getting more automation done, which is perfect. What's not so perfect is a lack of space. Because I can't get anywhere. See, this is the issue with the design, actually. I'm finding a lot of these issues with my clever designs is I've not got a clever way to solve issues. So if we do that and then we'll do that. Yeah. Hang on, yeah. I'm thinking actually. Because that's going to need to be a powered rail, but is that going to power the hoppers beneath it? Actually, we could work around that. We could work around that, I think. Yeah. So if we do that, and then we can do redstone torch there and there. And then all we need to do is make sure we have the power down actually inside where we've got the track underneath. We need to make sure we have some powered rails. So we go round here. I'm just going to mine this. If we mine this, we can at least mine into the mechanics. So we will do that like that. Once again, needs to make sure it's this side so we don't break the farm. And then if we go and do another there, which this time it could go there. And then we will do 2 more there, which this time needs to go here with the redstone torch. And that should be enough to keep it going. So let's get the hopper made. Let's get the hoppers made. And we'll be all good with that. So once we've got hoppers in place, I was going to grab a stack of iron. So we'll make a bunch of the hoppers. So hopper. Right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll go 9. So we can make a minecart with hopper. And then right plate. How the hell? How have I managed that? That's impressive. Right, so we need another chest to go like that, and then if we climb our way up here then, so we've obviously said that they need to be hoppers there. So we need to do that. Did you get your mod updated? I joined at the start, then had to go out to the office as a printer stopped. No, I didn't get the add-on updated. I'm going to try and do it off camera, just in case it wasn't doing it because of streaming or something. Because I am aware PlayStation has a few things where they don't necessarily like streaming. So I will do it off camera, and then we will be able to play with the update on the add-on next time. Alright, so we need to put that in there. And then assuming any of this is actually working, so ideally that will go into there. I could probably do with an extra hopper. So that goes into there, which will send it into those, which will send it into there. Perfect. In fact, I've just thought I don't need all of these hoppers. I can kind of nick some. Or apparently nick one, because one's ended up in the system. Because I'm thinking, if we do that, it's then at least got a little bit more chance of doing it. So let's send the minecart down. And the minecart stopped. Oh good. The minecart can't get through. Okay, I didn't think about that issue. Alright. It's not a difficult issue to fix. We could just send it one further this way so it goes down one. Right, so let's do that then, and we could just send it like that. And then we'll just make sure that this is like there. And if we actually put that down one, yeah. Let's do that, and then can the minecart work? We'll send it into the wall, and then we'll just make sure it comes back up, and then we will know that everything is working perfectly fine. Yes, so that is all working as it should. So at least with that working, we know that we will be able to collect the wool as we get it. So now it's just going to be about making sure we have all of the sheep in place and all of them with some dye on them. Okay, right. So now that the minecart's running, we at least know what we're doing. So we know what we've got and what we haven't. So we've got this all working perfectly fine. So let's get the sheep out of here. We'll get the baby sheep out of here, and then we can go from there. So let's go in here. If we could get... Oh no. They've all come out again. This has already happened like twice, which is really annoying. But let's get this one in. I've got no wheat on me either, so... Right. Yeah, you go to there. Oh. Right, okay, I've just put a lead on you, right. You're not helpful. Why is that spawned in here? Disappear. Disappear. There we go. Right, come on. No, don't all escape. Don't all escape. Yeah, go on. Just in. No. Right. Why is this sheep being so annoying? You know what? No, no. Why are these sheep not cooperating now? Because I've now just got sheep running everywhere, which is not helpful. Can I just push this sheep in? No, because he went off. Right, come on. Yeah, you come over here. Right. You know what? We're doing this. We're pushing you back into where you're meant to be. That works better. Come on, in here then. I've not got any... Oh, I have got some more glass. I was going to say, I think I might run out of glass, actually. Which isn't going to be helpful. If we run out of glass, that's not good. Right, perfect. So we've got another sheep here. And I think I'm going to have to hand shear all of them first, actually. Right, come on. Nope. I tried to be clever. Oh no. I've got stuck. I've got stuck in one of the... Oh no. I've now got 2 sheep in here. This isn't good. And I don't want to break the glass. Can I mine that and that? Right. Come on. Yeah, you come out. And then, no, you stay in. You stay in. There we go. Right. Let me quickly eat some bread and then... Come on. Come on, sheep. You are gonna behave. You are going to behave. Come on. Right. Get down here. This sheep, honestly, it's just not cooperating with anything. Come on, we'll take you even further. There we go. Right, come on. There we go. We've got the sheep cooperating now. Kind of. Kind of not cooperating very well, but cooperating better than he was. Come on, this way. This way. Right. And then up here. Where? No. Come on. You were really good at going in holes where you were when you weren't meant to be in them. Oh. Right, don't you come in this one now. Because at least getting me out is easier than getting the sheep out. Because I can get out a bit easier. If I don't have to worry about a sheep, it's okay. Right. Where's your lead? Oh, don't say your lead's been now picked up by the machine. Yeah. Right, you sheep are causing me a lot of problems. And so we're gonna get clever. Come on. Could drop in the hole. Come on, you can fit in a 1x1 hole. Right, why is this sheep not... Why are we not cooperating? Right, just drop down. Ah, right. There we go. The sheep's in place. Right. However, I am now kind of out of glass. So, while we are quickly here, let's just shear all of these so they will actually produce wool. And why is it not... They now shouldn't get wool on their backs. Assuming the redstone's working. Because it should now detect. But no, he's still getting his thing in. Though, is that because you've not got any shears? So where's the one that's got wool on him? You. No, you've got shears. And it's fully operational. So why is he not shearing him? Yeah, it's not... Why is it not working? Because the idea is meant to be that when they eat the grass, it should turn to dirt. And then it should register as a block change to dispense shears. So I don't get why it's not working. Oh, I can't do this one. Ah, there you go. Right. Is he just growing his wool without eating the grass? What's he doing? I'm not going to sit and watch this sheep until I figure out why it's not working. Because I don't get why it seems to not change it. Oh, I know why. Huh, I think I know why. It turns out there's a certain setting. I think mob griefing has to be on. Yeah. Mob griefing's got to be on because technically they're griefing the world. Ah. Okay. Well, I mean, at least we realised the fact of why it wasn't working. Let's go to sleep to get rid of the mobs. And then we can go and grab some more sand. If we go make an iron shovel. Iron shovel. What time are we on? Okay, I've got some more time still, so that's good. So we'll go make some more sand. We'll see if we can do this. If you have enjoyed watching me wrangle the sheep around when they're not cooperating, I mean, they've done a lot of not cooperating. But if you have enjoyed it, please make sure you are liking the stream and subscribing to the channel. I would really appreciate it if you do it. Right, so let's get some more sand. I don't know where I was mining before, but we'll just mine over here because this seems like a weird formation of sand anyway. So, with us having to keep the mob griefing on to run that farm, we need to now be more careful of creepers, because they will absolutely blow us up. Now the mob griefing's got to be on. So, let's go back over here. Oh, actually, why have I got any lavender on me? I've just had a thought. Purple dye might be easier to get than I thought. Yeah, lavender gives you purple dye. So I don't even need to mix flowers for that. I can get purple dye really easy. Right, okay. So I could get red dye, I could get blue dye quite easy. Orange, actually we could get torch flower for orange. Because we could get torch flowers in the... whatever biome it's called. I don't know what the biome is called. But let's at least get some purple wool. Get some more sand smelting into glass. And we can get... if you can go purple... It might be easier to just place some blocks down. Because then at least I'll know if I'm using it. Wait, can they not... I may have made a mistake. You can't dye them when they've got no wool. Okay, you could be dyed though, can't you? Okay, I could dye him purple. We might need to momentarily break the farm because I may have messed up. We will see. Right, so can we at all? No. Okay. Right, what we will do then, guys, is just because we've already changed the setting anyway, let me just put mob griefing back off. Just so that when they eat the grass, they don't change it. Because that means that I can put you as red. And then we can have the farm actually working. Yeah, that seems like a plan. I know we probably shouldn't have, we should keep it working, but the farm has requirements, but the farm also requires different coloured sheep. Because I don't want just, like, white wool. I do want a range of wool. Right, come on. You sheep are cooperating really, really well. Thank you very much. That sheep was so easy to deal with. So let's go and get... Let's get as many coloured dye as we can. We could turn that into white dye. So we can... Oh, we don't... Actually... We will need white dye, because then we can get grey and white and that. What is that? Oh, that's a closed eye blossom. Okay. And we can get that from a light grey flower petal. Oh. Hang on. That changes things then. Can we find a light grey flower petal then? I'm not sure if they spawn in the biome that I'm thinking of, though. Right, let's head over this way, then. And we will see if we can get all the dyes that we need. Because if we can, that will be absolutely perfect. Or as many as we can. I've not found any cacti yet. Which is maybe a problem. I've not found any cacti. Because that is, to my knowledge, the only way to get green dye. Even with all the add-ons that I have, I don't think there's an easier way to get green dye. Unless we can just take it off of one of these. Right. Right, let's land on this one. Land. Right. Can I get that? So that's a black flower petal block, which gets me black dye. Nice. That'll get me red dye, right. I don't want to destroy the flowers too much. Is that magenta? No, that's red. So what's this then? Orange. Orange we've already got a way to get. Yellow we've already got a good way to get. So I'm thinking that might get us green dye. I know this is probably like really weird to watch, but I need to do it. Okay, right. No, don't drop. Green to get green dye. Perfect. Is that going to be lime dye? Lime flower petal will get me lime dye. I can make... I'm not too bothered in terms of the cyan, light blue and that, because I've got 4 green dye, so I can make those. Let me go down here. Ouch. I need to be careful about doing silly things like that. Need to definitely be careful about doing silly things like that. Right. I'm guessing that's white. White. Yeah, we don't need a white flower petal. Okay. So, we don't need that. That's not a problem. Is there any light grey on this at all? Or is it all white? Though this has pink and purple. So we could take a pink. We could take a purple. Pink dye. Let's chuck the leather away. And we could get the... Oh, it's a magenta flower block. Flower petal. Perfect. Let's just do that. Me chuck that. We'll chuck that away. Chuck the oak sapling. Chuck the arrow. Chuck the spare shovel. And chuck the spare leather. Right. That purple block. Purple flower. Hang on, no, we've already got purple. We've already got purple, right. So we're mainly looking now for light grey. Because I think that's the only one we've not got. Up there. However, I'm going to just head into here. Right, and we will sleep quickly or not. Okay, well, we've got a lot more dye than we had. So, right, we've got lime there. You can be green. And then you two need to regrow your wool back, because then I can make one of you pink and one of you magenta. And then how many have we got here? Just 2. Oh, hang on. Yeah, just 2, right. So what we will do is I will get the rest of the dyes off camera, because I can get most of them through the petals or through different flowers. I will breed some more sheep as well. And then hopefully we will be all good with that. There will be a Minecraft video releasing next week. It'll be... maybe on Monday, depending on if I can get it edited in time. Monday, I'm hoping to get you the video out, and it will be me continuing to build the zoo. So if you do want to check that out, it should be going out on Monday. I don't know what time. We will see what time, because I don't know. More than likely afternoon, evening, but in GMT time. So if you're not on GMT, but you do want to have a look, just figure out the conversions. So I think EST is like 5 hours behind, I think. Right, have any of these regrown their wool? No. You might not, actually, because you've not got any dirt. You need a dirt there. There we go. That might help you, your grass grow. So the farm does work. We have tested that the farm works. So all we need to do now... I'm going to be risky. Come on. Come out of the farm. No, 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 no. Don't do that. Don't do that. No. Come on. In. No. Come on. Why are you lot all so obsessed with freedom? You're not getting freedom. I am not freeing the sheep. The sheep are not going to get free from this. I know this is like very tight quarters for the sheep, but you know, it is what it is. Come on, sheep. Stop messing around. Come on. In here. In any of these two will do. Come on. I honestly think the sheep, what the hell? Come on. Come on. Come on, you can make it. You can make it in. Come on, sheep. You can make it. Right, come on. Up here. I think the sheep genuinely is just trying to annoy me now. Come on. Move. Right, you know what? If you're not going to cooperate... If you're not going to cooperate, I am going to push you. The sheep are not happy with the living conditions on this farm, lol. Yeah, I mean, the living conditions are not great. But... such is how the farm has to work. There we go. And you, sheep, can be a black sheep. There we go. Right. There we go. So, can we breed another sheep? We absolutely can. Can you two please regrow your wool? Like, can you just eat your grass? You're just not eating. Right. Baby. We need to get the baby sheep out of here. And then this might be the last one we do. Depending on how long this one takes. We might not get many more done. But this farm will suit all the sheep colours. So the idea is that this will do every single sheep to get every single type of wool. I don't think this sheep likes the living conditions either. Come on. Come on, you can do this. No, oh. Oh. Don't fall in it. Don't fall, please. No. don't you go messing me about either. Can I? Well, seeing as I've kind of just destroyed the wall. Come on. Right. Okay. We can fix the wall later. But for now, you sheep are going in there. Thank you. Right. Now let's sort out the other sheep, which is definitely taking too long. Ah, he's regrown his wool. Perfect. Come on. Come on, sheep. No. He just had to. Right. Have I managed to get him to jump out? No. No, that's not quite what I wanted to do. Come on. Really? Well, this is taking longer than it needs to for the sheep. Come on. Because I've now had to dig out of the farm to not have any others getting out of their pens. Come on. Oh no, don't take damage. Definitely don't take damage. Come on. Right, don't mess me about this time. Come on. Right, come on. You know how... This is a lead. You're meant to follow the lead. Come on. There we go. Right. Come on. Over here. Okay, right. I might have to... Right, come on. This sheep is definitely not having any of the farm. Right. Let's try the wheat. Let's just try wheat. No. Come on. There we go. Right. And now, just before we finish, we have these two sheep, one magenta, one pink, and that is all the time we have time for. Fishing for sheep. Is this a new spot? No, we're not fishing for sheep. We're not going to make that thing. But with that, we have built the farm. I will get that finished with as many dyes as we can between this stream and the next one. But for now, thank you very much for watching this stream. To everyone who has watched the stream, thank you very much, and I'll see you all in the next stream. Goodbye.